Sorry, just had to do that for intro. I apologize to the world. But you get it. We're reviewing Spider-Man 3 today. Oh boy, a lot to go through on this one, but I will say I do think this movie is the start of what I like to call the Spider-Man Dark Age. I think it lasts from here onto, say, 2016. You'll see why I call it that as we go along. Anyway, Spider-Man 3, oh boy, where to start? Okay, it is good to see the characters again, and for a while, the movie's not that bad, and then later we get problems. Like, for one thing, Peter, he seems a bit out of character in this, even before the black suit. Like, come on, Mary Jane's right there. You would think he would know that would upset her. Then we get the black suit, and it gets worse. And then, okay, I guess cut to the chase already. What do I think of this? It's actually kind of hilarious. It's so weird and dumb, it's kind of funny. It's just one of those things. Now, also, some may say it's also just somehow Peter trying to be cool, and that's why he's doing it. But I'm just really thinking, is he in control of it, or is it the symbiote doing it? I don't know. I think it's fine until we get to the Judge Club scene. Yeah, that was just too much. Enough said. Anyways, we'll come back to you later. Then Mary Jane, this is probably it. This is probably the movie where she's at her worst, where she's really being the ultimate literal drama queen and brutally dumping on Peter for reasons. And also for Harry, seriously? Also, again, the love triangle. Double love triangle? Come on, we already did that with the first two. We don't need to do it again. Trying to propose is big enough. Just go with that. Now, sometimes the reasoning makes sense, but... But Harry, though, is still alright. Don't know what he was thinking of Mary Jane, but that's also one of my other big problems with this. He should have been the main villain. Come on, they literally set him up at the end of the last one. Why have him as pretty much a side villain in this? And I think this is when we get to the too many Spider-Man villains problem here. And it's true. How villains are handled gets everywhere. So it first starts off with Harry as the main villain, as it should have been. Until, boom, he gets knocked out. And then it's Sandy Sandman as the villain for a while. We'll get to him in a bit. Until then he gets washed out in the sewer. Then after that, in a way, Peter Parker is then kind of the villain. Until he smartly decides to give it up and gets his suit ripped off. Bringing in the Force villain, Venom. Until he gets blown up, only being on screen for like 30 minutes. I will say though, I do actually kind of enjoy Sandman as a villain. I think he's one of the saving races. And he's actually a kind of cool villain, and the sand effects on him are really stunning. I like that he's a more sympathetic villain too, where he's only doing all this because he's trying to take care of his sick daughter, that's all. And Thomas Hayden Church gives a good performance. Until he teams up with Venom, you can actually kind of see where he's coming from. The problems do come in though when it's revealed that he's the real Uncle Ben killer, because that kind of ruins the effect of it being Peter's fault in the first movie. But at the same time, I actually think that's when Peter Parker and the Black is best, because I like the dynamic of him hunting him down, and I honestly think that's when the Dark Spider-Man really works, because it gives him a reason to be that dark. I actually kind of wish they kept Harry as the main villain and then have Sandman as the side villain, and because someone's got to work for Harry, right? And maybe have the two of them team up instead of him and Venom. I do honestly wonder if they should just, they could have kept Eddie Brock as like a healthy competition to Peter Parker, but leave out Venom, save it for, I don't know, whatever. Then again, Venom probably is the reason why, reminder, this is the highest grossing Spider-Man movie of all time, until it probably gets outgrossed by Far From Home later, possibly. Okay, anyways, try saying some positives. J. Jonah Jameson, still hilarious, especially him with his medication and pills and whatnot from his wife. Hilarious. And like Spider-Man 2, Aunt May is really great, and she is really the one that feels like Peter's moral compass in this one, especially with the revenge is like a poison scene. So true. And do not, how I forgot about Mr. Dickovich in my previous videos. He is hilarious in these movies, and always wanting rent and trying to help Peter with romantic advice in this movie. It's just hilarious. Some of the themes here can be really strong, like great themes of revenge and anger and dark side of all of us, and the dangers and consequences of those things. Life choices, that's what Spider-Man can be all about at times, where he gets to choose whether or not to do what's right or stay bitter. And the moment when he finally forgives Sandman Flint Marko for his wrongs, it's really such a powerful scene. So really this movie has a lot of mixed aspects of it, and it has many problems, but still also has some good time stuff too. But it is also kind of disappointing for a third movie to be this way, and especially in a series that I love. And I don't think it is as bad as some people say. Like, it's not the worst thing ever. It still has its moments, and I don't think it's the worst Spider-Man movie. And I do honestly still wish for a proper Spider-Man 4, because this didn't really end on the best ending ever, so I do kind of wish they can wrap things up properly.
Like, please, Sony, please make it in some way. Maybe just bring back the cast and make it an animated film in the style of the Batman 1966 films. If they could possibly do it right, I say they should go for it. Anyway, Spider-Man 3, 6 out of 10. Anyways, with this movie and Lego, this is kind of where we didn't get Lego sets because the theme sort of got stolen by Mega Blocks. So we got these Spider-Man Mega Blocks sets, which were interesting looking, recreating some scenes with Sandman and Venom, which were kind of cool. And then we got, okay, what even order are these? They're kind of semi-accurate and then also kind of very inaccurate at the same time, but Lego definitely did a better job in accuracy, obviously. And the figures, as always, are different but interesting. For actual Lego, though, I do think the Sandman and Rhino team-up set that we got a couple years back kind of reminds me of some scenes from the movie. I mean, with Sandman, the crane and all. Just saying. Anyways, if there were some Lego sets for this movie, here's some Lego set drafts that I would have in mind. One would be a Spider-Man versus Sandman truck takedown set with Spider-Man and a Sandman in a truck, as and maybe along with some cops and Sand Fist for Sandy. And then a lot of versus sets here. Then a Peter versus New Goblin fight with Peter and Harry in the New Goblin suit with a glider, and then maybe some city scenery for them to fight around. And maybe Peter can have some Power Blast pieces to shoot with and a ring for Mary Jane. And then maybe a jazz club scene set, because as much as I don't actually like that scene, I do like my restaurant build, and it could be cool to have like a Lego jazz club set. And this is going to be the set to come with Mary Jane and Gwen Stacy, and maybe an emo Peter Parker figure. That'll trigger a lot of people. Maybe some customer and magician figures. And then of course the final battle set with brick build, Sandman, Venom, and Venom symbiote and build, and a taxi and skyscraper build. Oh, and finally some set with Black Suit Spider-Man, because that would be a cool figure. I just couldn't pick what scene or set to put him in, but maybe you guys can pick that. And that's finally it for this one. Thank you all for watching, and we're probably going to get some interesting opinions on this one, so let me know in the comments down below what do you think of Spider-Man in 3. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like, and be sure to subscribe if you want to see more videos. I have hopefully more look back videos coming up and some other videos, so be sure to stay tuned. And for next Spider-Man Marvel Look Back, let's just say I had some plans for order, but let's just say I might take a little bit of a different turn. Anyways, thank you for watching, and have a good one.
I'm gonna put some dirt in your eye.